Booker and Stryker, and our brand new friend, Joe.
Hi, Joe Keery.
I'm Joe. Hi.
It's good to meet you in person.
Yeah, likewise.
We've watched your face on television probably a zillion minutes.
Okay.
But we've been listening to your music for quite a bit of time now. Congratulations on everything that's been going on, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you guys.
We're looking forward to getting sick of your songs.
I know. It might happen. It very might well happen.
Isn't that the coolest thing? So what came first, the chicken or the egg, the whole acting bug or the music thing?
The music thing came around when I saw School of Rock.
The movie.
Yeah, I was very influenced by that, and me and my friend started a little band, started playing music after that. Just as a kid, would make movies and did theater camp. So I kind of was always interested in both. But I'd say I don't know, maybe 10, 11, something like that for music.
After you saw School of Rock and you started doing some musical things with your buddy, were you doing cover songs or original songs?
Actually, pretty early on, we were trying to do original songs.
Good for
actually,
you.
yeah, that was always and then I think really in kind of my late teens, I discovered recording music, and that is when I kind of got maybe a little bit more interested in songwriting and the production element of stuff. So yeah, it's always been kind of.
Did the early stuff stink?
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Even the modern stuff stinks.
No.
Stinks, man.
Wait, for End of Beginning, which we're playing like crazy on our show and on our station, was that recorded in a full studio? And what year did you make that?
Yeah, that was recorded in full studio. That was here in LA, this place called Sound Factory, an amazing studio. A lot of great history. What's Going On was recorded there, like some crazy cool. And so that was a unique song because it was really was sort of the first full song that was done in a studio. My first experience. Other things that I had done up to that point and other songs on that record were, pretty much fleshed out at home, and then vocals or drums were re-recorded at the studio. But this was done fully that way.
You've had a ton of success, obviously, on the television side of things, and now you're a musician as well. Is there a thing where you kind of have to choose one or the other? Are you cool playing in both lanes?
So far, it hasn't come to that.
Yeah.
And it's been really nice because, acting the day job has kind of, I guess when the phone stops calling in that direction, I just kind of switch over and work on music. Yeah.
Have you done a lot of live shows, music shows?
I've done a couple, but not a ton. I played here at this place called the Moroccan.
Yep.
I played New York at the Music Hall of Williamsburg, I played Shaky Knees in Atlanta, Lollapalooza in Chicago. Not a lot.
Who's on stage? How many people are on stage with you when you're doing Joe, DJO?
Yes, it's me and my 4 friends, so 5 of us.
Wow, very cool.
Huh. So I like listening to the question. I forgot my question. When I listen to the music, I sit and I think, man, this has an 80s flair to it. And yet you're on a show about the 80s. It's just weird how you're kind of and you went to school in Chicago with John Hughes and that 80s sort of sound. Is this all rubbed off on you, or was this all in you from the beginning?
I'm just from the past, actually, and I've been transported
from our time?
Maybe that's why we bonded so well.
No, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's had an influence on me, kind of being steeped in that for, as long as I have been, almost close to 10 years for the show. And then I just really love music from that era, late 70s, 80s. I mean, I love all music, but I'm really interested in kind of, studio production really before kind of computers, the advent of technology in that way. And so that's kind of when that was. Yeah.
When you were in the studio in LA, was there a producer with you who was guiding you, or they were your ideas? No one's going to take me off my vision right now. How did that work?
Well, I don't think I was that jealous about it. But I've worked with my good friend Adam Tyne for, we mixed the first album together and then produced this and mixed the second one. And then we had Davide Cinci, this guy who was an engineer. He was fantastic here in the studio in LA. But we did produce it ourselves.
What's the perfect album to you when you listen to it and how it's produced and you say, I love that, and I want my sound to be maybe not the same, but equally as cool or the same vibe? Well,
there's a lot of, I feel like that, there's so many directions, I guess, to go with that, but I really like, man, that's a hard, I really like Breakfast in America. I love that record. I feel like that, to me, scratches, you could just tell that it's real, but you can also tell how talented the musicians were and kind of how hi-fi or Rumors maybe also is
Nice.
one that does it for me.
It's an ode to Chicago, the song we're playing, End of Beginning. Well, from what I know, you weren't raised there.
Yeah.
Why is Chicago so important to you?
Well, it's about your early 20s are so important, like right after college.
Yeah.
The connections that you make with people. It's right before you kind of get into your professional life and you're still kind of figuring it out. And that's what Chicago was really for me. So the song is about, as an adult, in my late 20s, coming back to that city and kind of remembering who I was, what point I was at, the ambitions I had to kind of leave the city and to, make it, I guess. And it's about, looking back on that and realizing how fundamental and important it was and how it kind of made me who I was.
It really is that last moment before you become an adult.
Exactly. That's kind of why it's called the end of beginning. It's kind of the end of my sort of, childhood, I guess.
Are you going to tour? What's your immediate plans? Like, what do you do with this thing that just is snowballing by the moment?
You got any ideas? I don't know.
That's what I thought.
Merch. Make great merch.
Make some merch.
Including some hats. Okay.
Make some merch.
If you would like me to be your manager, I have more genius ideas.
Nick, you're out. I think, to play some shows would be great. It would be awesome because there's always kind of some conflict with that side of it, with doing TV, because the production side of it takes a while. But yeah, I mean, my first priority is to work on the show, finish Stranger Things, and then I'd love to play some shows, if they'll have me.
Wait, so have you filmed everything for Stranger Things? You know exactly what's happening then, right? Or are you still, is there more to shoot?
We're working continuously,
you are?
But I can't confirm or deny anything,
that's fine.
Anything that I know or might not know, really, yeah.
I mean, it's got to be just cool to be an actor, number one, but to be on a show. But on this show, there are people that are musicians and that are band people.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's great.
But but aren't you like, damn it, I wish I could have played that role, or I had a guitar in my hand. You know what I mean? Like, is there that sort of looking at that character like, damn it,
Eddie Munson you're talking about with Metallica. Yes.
No.
No, he worked at the mall.
Nobody could have done that justice like he did. I feel like he was just like the perfect guy at the perfect time for that. So no, that's I couldn't touch.
And that's hard to come into
did.
this cast that's so grounded
and pop like he did,
and pop and be great,
I know.
And for us fans to go, damn, this guy was great.
I know,
He's really
I love
great.
him. He's a good guy. Hey, Joe.
A couple more questions about DePaul and when you were living in Chicago. How focused were you on acting in Chicago, and did you audition for commercials when you were there? Were you studying acting?
Yeah, I went to the Goodman School of Drama at DePaul.
Oh, you did? Wow.
Yeah, I was like an acting student, and I did commercials and did bits on TV shows. I was just trying to start out as an actor.
You're a man of the arts. I mean,
Right.
music and acting. Was there ever a fallback like, hey, I'm pretty good at math?
Not really. No,
This or bust?
I always think about this though. My parents really to have the faith to just send me off to acting school is like, they really were always so supportive. Never made me feel like there was a ceiling on my dreams, and they just were amazing. So kudos really to them, because I feel like a lot of people's parents put the fear of God in them and make them think you better have a backup plan. And they just really were motivating to me, and like pushed me out into the world and made me kind of believe in myself.
Sweet.
Have you thought about making merch yet, or no?
Oh, we've made some.
Okay.
Just kidding. Wait a second. You want to manage me?
He has a T-shirt company he hasn't told you about.
No, I don't have any of that. Hey, we are so happy for you as the artist that
thank
you
you.
are, and you're able to succeed on this TV show that will live forever in
Sure.
many ways.
Sure.
But you're creating these songs that feel like you could put it out in the late 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever, and it'll be there. So
Thank
great
you.
job on the authentic release of your arts, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, his name is Joe. We're Booker and Stryker. You know
we
us.
are.
Thank you for spending a moment with us. We
thanks,
do
man.
appreciate you, and best of luck.
Thank
man.
you for having me. Yeah, I hope to see you guys soon.